Ooh, man, oh man. Oh, hey, 2nd District. Representative Andrew Barkis here. How about another Barkis Breakdown to get you up to speed on what's going on here under the dome on the hill here in Olympia? Well, I just got back from a little bit of lunch, got my checkbook. I was actually up at my office, which is not too far from here, working on my company's budget and paying a few of my personal bills. You know, it's really interesting, the dynamics when I'm working on my personal financial stuff, my business financial stuff, and then I come back to my state job as your representative, and now I'm working on the state financials. What a difference. You know, for those of us at home, we have a responsibility when we take what we make, our income, and then we have to pay our bills and we have to live within our means, you know. I can't take this checkbook and just go out and write a giant check and buy a new boat or something tomorrow. I'd like to, but I can't. I have to live within my means. And you know, the other thing is my business. All my employees, to be able to pay my employees, the marketing and everything else, I have to be able to only work within what I'm going to be able to earn within the marketplace. You know, the state's a little different. And right now, we're just entering into the budget season. So my last breakdowns, I've talked to you a little bit about how the Senate had their budget and the House has a budget. Well, the Senate released their budget here about a week or so ago. And just this week on Monday, the House Democrats, the majority party, they released their budget. And this week, we are going to start the debate, and we're actually going to be voting on it, I think, on Friday. This is a doozy. Can you say doozy? But I'm telling you, man, I am running these numbers. I've been going through stuff. It's nothing like this checkbook. It's nothing like we deal with on a personal level or even a business level. This is really interesting. And I'll tell you where the big interesting thing is. It has to do with the amount of money they are spending. The amount of money that they're spending based on revenues that are already coming into the state, which have increased. We just found that out. But they're also proposing to increase revenues with giant tax increases. Tax increases in the billions of dollars. $3 billion proposed tax increases. Where's that going to come from? It's going to come from you and me, the individual, the families out there, the small businesses that are going to be impacted by these huge things, like a B&O tax increase that's going to affect everything from service to landscapers to daycares. I mean, it's all over the place. Capital gains is income tax. Last time I checked, that was not allowed via our Constitution. But you know, here's a couple other things I wanted to just tell you about. And the best thing I can do, I just want to put it in perspective and give you some numbers that you can think about when you're contemplating what we're doing here with your dollars. My job, I can tell you right now, is to be the best steward I possibly can and to fight for you in the 2nd District and the people in the state of Washington to make sure this spending is reined in and that we're working within our means like we have to do. But let me just show you something real quickly with my handy dandy whiteboard right here. Hey, so let me just show you what it looks like in real dollars. So 2015, this is the budget cycle that we're in right now. And what we have is $39 billion of appropriated spending. $39 billion, a lot of zeros there. Okay, now what's being proposed for this budget cycle, the 17 to 19 budget cycle, is $45 billion. I can't even reach across the board, there's so many zeros. And then if we project forward into the next, so the 4-year budget outlook to 1921, we're going to $51 billion. Did I get that? No, I'm missing some numbers here. Oh my gosh, I missed a few. There. $51 billion, right? Okay. So that's plus $6 billion, that's $12 billion worth of increased spending. $12 billion, can you wrap your head around that? I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around that. So this is what we're up against, people. I mean, we've got to look at what's going on with our spending here and the revenue. And these dollars are all based on what's coming in the state and what they want to add to the revenue to spend. So, of course, we've got to take care of education, the mental health, and the priorities of government, which we're going to do. That is our commitment to you. But we have to work within what's already coming into this state. This increase in spending, I've only been here a little bit of time. I'm just into my first term here. And in my first term, we're going $6 billion increase in spending. So, anyway, that's all I got for you today, 2nd District. I'm telling you, it is a lot to do. I'm going to be working on this well, for the foreseeable future. Hopefully we're going to get out of here on April 23rd. That's the goal. That's the end of session. But it is going to be a lot of work. But I can guarantee you this. Myself and my seatmate JT Wilcox in the 2nd District are going to be working on your behalf to make sure that this is in check and that we're not spending a dime more than we need to take care of the priorities of the state of Washington, and that we're keeping it in check as far as what is coming down the road, which is your dollars. Every one of these zeros represents what you, the people of the state of Washington, put in to make this happen. So hey, there's another quick breakdown. Hope it didn't overwhelm you with a lot of numbers and stuff. Glad I have my whiteboard here to help out, but I hope this helps. And come back again and see me here for another Barkis Breakdown. And as always, email me, call me, come down and visit me here at the state capitol, because your input is what makes the difference in my job. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you real soon.